Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back to this Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot as usual. We missed yesterday. We don't have a consecutive live stream streak going on. We had 5 consecutive live streams in a row and coming back from the hospital and the newborn and all that stuff. But then we missed yesterday. We had my mom leaving, had to get her to the airport, and then had my other parents coming in, my dad and my stepmom coming in, and so it was a handoff, it was a transition. So needless to say, missed yesterday's live stream, but here we are back again, getting ready to rock and roll, keeping an eye on things. Even yesterday, all day checking out the charts, whether it's on my phone, laptop, all that stuff. If you're new to the channel, awesome, welcome. If you're returning, even better. But the first half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, then the altcoins, probably the indices like the NASDAQ, SP 500, Bitcoin miners probably, and anything else that catches our eye, stocks, crypto, etc. I've been posting in the Discord and the Twitter X app. Some of you are watching it. Well, most of you are watching this on Twitter X app, and the rest of you are watching this on YouTube. And been posting Veritone, which is an AI stock. It's been on the radar for a long time. Had a big pump, 300 something percent. We were all over it, and then a 71% correction, and now it looks like it's starting to break out again. So I've been posting about Veritone and what else? Labu, LABU. It's the ETF for biotech. These are extremely high risk assets. High risk, high reward. Don't bet the farm. Don't wager more than you can afford to lose. Make sure to have a strategy, all that stuff. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And I'm just showing you what I see in the charts. And I'm not 100% accurate, obviously. Otherwise, we'd probably be billionaires, right? We'd be billionaires, but we're not. So here we go. Here we go. Just wanted to say good morning to everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you're at. Welcome back, Jonathan. Welcome back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you back. So let's get going. We're looking at the Bitcoin daily chart. We're swing traders, right? I don't like holding through 70% corrections. I don't like holding through 40% corrections. I don't like doing that. If I'm going to be utilizing the buy signal, I also like to utilize the sell signal, not necessarily just because of the indicator itself. Remember, this indicator was built off of the strategy for visual purposes, right? We didn't build a strategy off someone else's indicator. So anyways, it's to help out visually, but that's not what I've taught over on recorded coaching more than 2 years ago, right? More than 2 years ago, put out 60 plus hours of recorded coaching. So if you ever want to take a deep dive, we went deep. We had the Magnificent Seven live. I don't like to say students, kind of weird, but live I guess students over there. I don't know, the live crew there. They became friends of mine, so I don't like to call them students. Kind of weird. I never thought of myself as a teacher, right? So the live crew, we went deeply over there, 60 plus hours, and then we even went like 100 plus hours over a couple 2 to 3 months worth, and they had a lot of great questions. That's what I was trying to say. They had a lot of great questions. So even what I thought I'd be showing what I see, they had a lot of questions. So we took deep dives over there. So with that, we don't have any affiliates or sponsors or anything like that. We're 100% on our own, self-made, and so I'll plug marketsniper.pro every once in a while. So you got it. So deal with it. We don't get paid. We don't get paid for these live streams. So what else? Oh yeah, don't forget to smash the like button. We can take that off now that I've talked about it. Smash that like button. Help me, help you, help me. I appreciate it. Helps the algorithms. We keep doing this. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So if you're over on the YouTube app, hit the subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. With that, I think we can get going. On Monday, I was the chief diaper changer. Today, I'm the chief dog walker. I think it's always hilarious when you've got people are so into their titles and stuff like that. So It's kind of poking fun at that. And, I'm the chief diaper changer, chief dog walker over here. I'm sure you've already figured that out. What else? I think that's about it. Let's get going. Let's get into it. Um, Not much has really changed. So we talked about it way back here. Could the bottom be in? Sure, right? It's possible, not confirmed yet. Could have the bottom been in back on March 20th? Sure. It was possible. Back then, we talked about uh, if this was going to be a V-shaped recovery, it needed to keep V-shaping out, and then it stopped. Right, so it was starting to V-shape out, and then it stopped to V-shape out. And are you going to keep changing the V-shape, or are you just going to stick to the initial V-shape? And once it stopped V-shaping, then we were looking for longer consolidation. And then when it started breaking back down again, right, this last sell signal over here came back over here, pumped up for, again, another sell signal, came all the way back down to 56,000. We talked about, could the bottom be in? Sure, but not confirmed yet, right? Just put in another lower low, right? Then put in a lower high, another lower high. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin ETFs were putting in bearish divergence over here. So we were all over that. We were talking about it, covering it. And then, of course, when it started to break down from this trend line up here, that last buy signal, I'm just doing a quick recap to get warmed up. So bear with me here. We'll get rolling into the new stuff and show the drawings and all that. We got a lot to cover. And I probably can't spend an hour today. Got a lot going on. Got the parents in town, got the baby, all that stuff. So, and I got a lot of other stuff on my plate as far as what's going on in the Discord, stuff like that. So I got more work to do. Got to get my workout in as well. I missed yesterday's workout but not I hit Monday's workout. I missed yesterday's workout, so I got to definitely get that in today too. So a lot going on. So started break back. So over here, I had moved the stop loss to break even as price pumped all the way up. And then when it started to break back down over here, we talked about it. Even on the live stream, I talked about it and said, I'm closing my position. It's a small gain. I was at the time, I was kind of in between. Do I just let it stop me out at zero because it's not that big of a deal? Or do I just lock it in? And then, when it was started to get more aggressive on the sell downward, that's when I decided to pull the trigger and get out of the position. So here we are, right? It was getting oversold over here. Reverse candle comes back up, puts in another lower high. It was looking like a bear flag. Came all the way back down, hit 53,600 ish. Jesse, we know all this. This is just a news recap. No, I know. We'll get into it though. We'll get into it. Bullish divergence, right? So put in bullish divergence, oversold again. These wicks were looking like they're getting bought up. Another reversal candle. So I like reversal candles after the bullish or bearish divergence. It's still not 100% accurate every time that the bottom is in, that the reversal is happening. But it's a pretty, I don't have the exact, I don't know what the exact data is. I'd have to build a whole strategy based off of that to determine what the actual percentage win rate is. And I just don't have time for all that just to know for talking purposes, right? So, but it is a much higher percentage after bullish divergence with the reverse candle than it is just a reversal candle on its own, right? So reverse candle is a great tell. Bearish divergence, bullish divergence is a great tell. But then when you have divergence followed by a reverse candle, it's even a higher percentage of a possible reversal. Not 100% though. It is not 100%. So we'll keep an eye on it. And I'm still waiting personally for a higher probability reversal. You can see what that kind of looks like. Starts to flip back around. The trending dots start to flip back around, start to get closes back above the trending dots, start to see buy signals, breaking downward trend lines, etc., etc., etc. Whether it's breaking upward trend lines or downward trend lines. So let's take a look where we're at. I still have the Apple fractal on here. Remember, Apple also had bullish divergence, right? So we'll see if it continues to look similar. This is showing bullish divergence, right? And I extended it out over here because it is possible that there's additional bullish divergence. We don't know if they'll have that or not. We got this downward trend line mapped out like this. It's possible we start to see a pump up, break back down again, maybe puts in a higher low, and then starts to come out similar to Apple. We don't know if it's going to play out similar as it has back over here. But if it does, that'd be a nice breakout to the upside. Try to break through some resistance over here, right? And if it does, of course, we would not be out of the woods yet. We've been talking about that for almost 3 months until we get that candle close back above 73,100. And then we would be out of the woods, in my opinion. We'd be making new all-time highs. And we'd be talking about, at that point, we'll be talking about $80,000 Bitcoin again, possibly $90,000 Bitcoin, possibly $100,000 Bitcoin, and even targets much higher than that. I don't have any targets at 200,000, 250,000, or anything like that. It's always possible. We don't have a magic crystal ball. However, I don't have any of those targets. I have targets 80, 90, 100, even like 135, I think, 150. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again, but not worried about that right now, right? I'm not worried about $10,000 Bitcoin, and I'm not worried about $150,000 Bitcoin yet. So we're just taking it level by level and maneuver by maneuver or swing trade by swing trade for right now. So that's where we're at. Bullish divergence followed by a reverse candle, additional bullish divergence. So we'll see if it's going to continue to get rejected. This is just a horizontal line at 58,300, this blue line from this pivot point over here. If you just leave it on, it's running into that resistance again. So it is possible that puts in additional bullish divergence, comes back down like this, then maybe starts to break out like that. So we will see. We'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. I don't have a singing voice, so I'm not even going to try. There you go. There you go. Got rejected at the training dots, right? Got rejected. So we would be, when the ship starts to get turned around, we would see the training dots start to flip back around as well, start to flip back green, start to see prices coming up, battling it, and then taking off like that. So that's how we're going to see it played out in real time. We don't know if it's going to do that now or if it's going to come back down lower and those trending dots are even lower. Like maybe the trending dots come down like that, right? So we'll see how it plays out. $52,000 level still hasn't been hit. That's a key target area as well. It got very close. Doesn't always hit that perfect target. Apple also didn't hit that that next target down. It looked like it was kind of front ran. I don't know. Someone took profits before hitting a key sniper target area, and it's possible Bitcoin does that again. Does that as well at $52,000. So we'll continue to watch it. We'll see. Is the bottom in at 53,500? It is quite possible. It is quite possible, but too early to call it. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But this was scenario 2. Remember, scenario 1 found, would price find support at here and then take off the upside? It didn't. Scenario 2 was, will price find support down here in this target area and then take off to the upside? That would be scenario 2. I don't have a $10,000 Bitcoin scenario. Sorry if you're a perma bear. I apologize. It's possible. I don't think it's probable. So we won't talk about it right now. Let's keep going. Let's jump into it. That was 14 minutes on Bitcoin. Ethereum up 2.5% today. Similar thoughts, right? Is Ethereum too early to call it? But we talked about this on Monday. Take a quick sip over here. Before we get into altcoins, let's come back over here and let's see. Let's go Jesse, and let's come over here. Let's smash that like button. Let's hit the repost button and throw in a quick comment over here. Let's see. Let's just do that one. That's a funny one. I don't know. I like that one. When the wife sends that to me on a text message, I always get a kick out of it. She's like, huh? So here we go. Ethereum, right? had that huge pump up, came down, hit 4 out of 4 targets to the downside, battled, came all the way back up here, came all the way back down, hit target 4 again, oversold, multiple reversal candles coming back up into the trending dots. We kind of wrote this out on Monday. The handy dandy TA, we don't know how it's going to continue to consolidate. Maybe it will continue like this, or maybe it won't. And then, of course, breaking these downward trend lines will be starting at most likely be price will be back above the trending dots. Price will be looking to do a pending buy signal about the same time as those downward trend lines. So we'll continue to see if the fourth target will hold or not, and find support, and then start to flip back around, let the trending dots start to flip back around, all that stuff, and then maybe start taking off to the upside mid to end of July, and then possibly into August, and then starting to move out like that. So we'll see. Solana, similar thoughts. Bullish divergence, could be finding support here at this target area. We don't know how it's going to play out. This is just an over exaggeration, but something like that, right? However it plays out, that would be the next possible bigger move to the upside. Near bullish divergence, I was just kind of pointing out this could be additional bullish divergence. It's always possible, but it's bullish divergence right now. So we'll see how it plays out over here too. Could come up like that and put in higher lows maybe. And then, these targets have already been mapped out. So we'll find out if the bottom is in and starts to get hit, and kind of move these over like that. So that's near. And a lot of these altcoins are going to look very similar. So we won't spend a lot of time on all of them, but just kind of getting into the rhythm of looking for divergence, looking for possible reversals. And you've got a lot of, this is just a phantom trend line, right? But you got this downward trend line here. This maybe is drawn off of a higher time frame. But so here, let's redo this. There you go. There you go. There you go. Put the arrow out like this. Let's see. Flip that over. There you go. So that could be possible near bullish divergence. See if it regains the trending dots. See if the trending dots start to flip around as well. Probably about the same time that price starts closing back above the downward trend line. Probably getting close to hitting target 1 at that point, target 2, and then we'll see about target 3, target 4, etc. Get back above here, then big arrow up over there. That was a terrible drawing, but we're just going to leave it for fun. That's near, right? Is the bottom in? Too early to say. That's bullish divergence. Could have future bullish divergence. That's what that means when I extend this out over here like that. Means that it could be lower prices while the relative strength index continues to move higher, putting in higher lows. Price could be putting in lower lows, creating additional bullish divergence. A higher probability is putting in a higher low, right? That is the higher probability. Cardano, bullish divergence, could be breaking on this downward trend line, right? Could be breaking on this downward trend line. Had a fake out up here, came all the way back down to 30, just under 32 cents. Then we had a candle close yesterday back above the downward trend line. Today would be another candle close back above the trending dots. As you can see, the indicator is also picking up a MACD bullish crossover. And then, of course, you've got RSI buy signal, RSI sell signal, and then could have an RSI buy signal in the near future as well. So could see a pending buy signal in the near future, a pending RSI buy signal in the near future. We already have a MACD bullish crossover pending. Could get a candle close back above the trailing dots. Already had a candle close back above this longer term downward trend line from consolidation, all the way going back to March 14th with all this bullish divergence. All of this bullish divergence. So we'll see how it plays out. Could the bottom be in? Possibly, right? Sand. Similar thoughts on sand. A long consolidation of bullish divergence followed by a reversal candle, right? Followed by a reversal candle. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. See if it starts breaking out of this downward trend line. We're going to keep this out over here like that. Gets back above the trending dots, similar to Cardano, et cetera, et cetera. Filecoin, bullish divergence followed by reverse candle as well. This is kind of how I see it possibly playing out over here. This would maybe act as resistance in addition to the downward trend line. Dot, let's see. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, there we go. Dot, bullish divergence, came up, hit target one, came all the way back down. Probably took out all these stop losses over here, right? Over here took out probably these stop losses. This one last wick taking out these stop losses after hitting target one. Now back above the trending dots again. It just takes a little bit of, oh, that's an alert going off. I'll have to check that when we get off. We get off of live stream air. So getting back above the trending dots again takes a little bit of time for the ship to get turned around, like I said, and that's what could happen with the other altcoins as well. So maybe dots leading the way. Maybe it's going to play out a little bit differently, but bullish divergence had a buy signal, battle, has another pending buy signal over there, had bullish divergence, like I said. What else? Mana, similar thoughts, bullish divergence followed by reverse candle. So however it plays out, could be something like that, and then could be ready for a good size retracement, possibly, right? We'll see. Same thing on AVAX, Chainlink, Rarible, right? Bullish divergence, getting back above this downward trend line over here. Let's see if we can redraw it a little bit better like that. Could be getting a candle close back above the trending dots again. So this is a fake out, pump, dump, bullish divergence again, and then we'll see if that is the bottom or not. All go, right? Breaking out of this downward trend line, breaking back above the trending dots, bullish divergence followed by reverse candle. So just takes a little bit of time. Now, the market divergence that I've been talking about for a while now, right? There is market divergence, meaning that Bitcoin's going through this correction, and at the same time, the NASDAQ, SP 500 have been making new all-time highs, not crashing, but making new all-time highs. So will Bitcoin catch up similar to Apple, right? NASDAQ was making new all-time highs while Apple was going through its consolidation as well, right? So let's take a look at it. Then we'll circle back for Bitcoin miners, all that stuff. Apple is up 1.5% as well. So we'll see. But still ultra bullish on the daily chart. Still ultra bullish on the weekly chart, I believe. Yep. Still bullish on the ultra bullish on the monthly chart. So if you're picking tops all the way up, then you're going to be on the wrong side of the trade, in my opinion. You'd want to wait for a higher probability reversal if you're attacking to the downside. In my personal opinion, is not time to attack to the downside. It is continuing to be ultra bullish on all time frames. Maybe it's getting closer to profit taking, but not to short it to the downside. In my own personal opinion, I would rather wait for a higher probability reversal. SP 500 continues to be ultra bullish, very similar to NASDAQ. Dow Jones, we talked about going through this consolidation. Could it be finally done with it? Will it finally continue to break out similar to NASDAQ and SP 500? It's possible. I don't know. This drawing is a little bit off. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do that. So if you start getting candle closes back above here, right, then you could probably start seeing the Dow Jones making new all-time highs with the NASDAQ and SP 500 as well. But until it does that, we're going to leave that last two targets on for now. But if it starts taking out this pivot point over here, we will remove those targets to the downside. So we'll see. The dollar not doing much, right? It could be putting in a bear flag, kind of letting the trending dots catch up. If so, this would be the bearish divergence, lower high, breakdown from this longer term upward trend line. Perma bulls want to see that, right? Same with the VIX. The VIX is flat today, but the perma bulls, right, want to see VIX remain at this level. Don't want to see it spike all the way up, right? What else? Let's switch gears over to the Magnificent Seven. Nvidia up 2.5%. We don't know if it's gonna put in a lower high or not. It's still bullish on the daily chart. It's still in an uptrend, right? Still in a more parabolic uptrend. Still in a more parabolic uptrend. It's such a steep upward trend. Definitely don't want to be fighting that. Even the trailing dots are flipping back up over there again. So it is possible it puts in bearish divergence, but maybe not, right? Might put in additional bearish divergence, meaning higher prices, or it could put in a lower high. But right now, don't fight the trend, right? Don't fight the trend. Meta, additional bearish divergence and reverse candle, something to be aware of, but has not hit ANF target 1 yet. Still bullish on the daily chart, the weekly chart, ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Are you fighting it? Are you fighting the trend when all higher time frames are still bullish? It's not good for your bank account. It's not good for your trading account. Apple still up at Amazon still up at all-time highs over there. Microsoft, same thing, already hit ANF target 1. Tesla still ultra bullish on the daily chart, pretty far extended away, pretty overbought, can remain that way. Yesterday had a candle close higher than this pivot point, so it just took out this pivot point yesterday on 261. So just made a higher high. So bullish divergence, possible higher low, took out this pivot point, took out this pivot point. Now it's taking out this pivot point. Maybe it consolidates, puts in another higher low, and then continues higher after that. Apple continue to make new all-time highs over there. Ultra bullish over there on the daily chart. Remember, it was bullish divergence, started to break out. Then it started to make new all-time highs, and then not even 1 month later from the new all-time highs at 198. Now it's all the way at $232, making a move over there. Same with Google, right? Same with Google. Let's see. I don't see any requests yet. Not too many comments today. It's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet on a Wednesday. Let's see. What else? Let's see. Bitcoin mining stocks, HUT. Let's see. No bearish divergence, but RSI got all the way to 82, right? So it was getting overbought, came up just short of the 200-week moving average. Is that price got all the way up to almost $18. The 200-week moving average is just above $18. So got very close to it. Some profit taking right before it, kind of letting the trailing dots catch up. So we'll see about HUT over there. Riot still trying to find bottom over there. Bitfarm breaking back down after hitting 4 targets. Had another sell signal back below the 200-week moving average. Marathon Digital had that sell signal a couple days ago on Monday. Trying to find support over here at the 200-week moving average again. Stockpile, yep, we looked at Riot just now. Not much really to report. We had that low, had that higher low, trying to find bottom. Maybe it gets back above the trending dots, kind of like this handy dandy swirly TA suggests, and then maybe it breaks out after that, right? Kind of continues to consolidate, maybe over a week or two, and then maybe it breaks out and comes back up and hits some of these targets yet again, right? Maybe it does that. So that's Riot. Still, since this last sell signal on July 2nd, still consolidating down at these levels. So that's about it. Not really much else to report over there. Stockpile on Riot. So Marathon Digital, we already covered that one. CLSK still had this last sell signal over here on July 2nd. Was breaking back down below this upward trend line. Maybe it finds support here. It's one of the only Bitcoin mining stocks that didn't fill this gap over here at $10.50, right? So it is possible, but doesn't mean it couldn't find support here. There's a lot of support over here. As you can see, it's been bought up, bought up, bought up, bought up, and then we'll see if it kind of breaks out after that. Iris Energy, what a move that was from that last buy signal at 522. Probably bearish divergence. Yep, bearish divergence over here. RSI sell signal, MACD bearish crossover. You know, if you bought the dip over here at 522 and if you're a swing trader and it pumped up that hard, right? Say from that buy signal, just as an example, and it came up 180%, came all the way up 200%, put in bearish divergence, started to break back down, had a candle close back below the trailing dots, anywhere from 150 to 200% gain. When would be a good time for you to lock in profits, right? Doesn't mean it couldn't go higher, but if you're a true swing trader and you're treating this like a business and you're taking profits off the table and you're moving it into a different account on every single win, right? If say you took 100% gain and you want to keep growing your trading count, my own personal opinion is that you take 50% of that gain and you move it out of your trading account. So, not financial advice, obviously, but it's that way. If you have losses, you're still building the trading account, but you're also moving it into a different account and still building up your overall and be a little bit more conservative. If you keep rolling everything back in, doubling down, eventually you're going to have a big loss and it will hurt a lot more. So that's my own personal opinion. Again, not financial advice. So bearish divergence doesn't mean the bottom, doesn't mean the top is exactly in, but still an uptrend overall. But if you're a true swing trader, right, you got the up arrow like that. And then, of course, you got a down arrow like that, right? So expect retracements along the way, expect corrections along the way, and that's how it's kind of gets mapped out. Of course, it could put in a higher probability of a reversal is or a correction is puts in a lower high, comes back down, takes out this pivot point, right? Could be a correction and then takes off to the upside. By no means do I think, by no means, I don't know. When the higher time frames are still bullish, then it's a possible correction and buy the dip scenario, and then you're off on to the next one, right? If you're more of a buy and holder, maybe you're looking at, or a position trader, maybe longer term, maybe you're looking at the weekly chart, and the weekly chart is still bullish. This is just pretty much what I'm talking about as far as like if you're a swing trader based off of the daily chart. We're gonna make it, hopefully. Hopefully, we're all going to make it. Similar thoughts, probably bearish divergence. Yep. Bearish divergence, RSI sell signal looks very similar. Cipher mining had that sell signal battling the trailing dots. Still, MIGI, is it going to find support at these upward trend lines? Had a sell signal yesterday, right? Had a sell signal yesterday. Hive had that last buy signal over here, broke back up above the target 1, could be consolidating, still come back up, see if it gets back above target 2, then possibly see if it hits target 3 and target 4, right? It has not hit target 3 or target 4. Veritone, we talked about this. We covered this in real time. My position is looking pretty good over here on Veritone. Covered it on this candle over here before the breakout. Price is getting back above $2.50. There's a 300. That was on Friday. I posted in the Discord as well. And I believe on Twitter X app. I think I posted on the Twitter X app on Friday. It was looking like the bottom could possibly be in, right? Had a 350% plus pump, followed by 71% correction. Then you had a candle close over here, right? Then on Monday, it broke out and had a pending buy signal. We talked about it. We covered it. We updated the charts, pending buy signal, right? Then we're starting to see some follow through. The targets were already set. Now here we are. Will Veritone AI stock also hit some targets to the upside? We will see on a retracement. We don't know if it's going to go higher than this wick over here. We don't know if it's going to take out this pivot point at $6.97. But as of right now, this breakout, we're talking about this retracement pump, see if it hits target 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there we are on Veritone. Looking really good today, up 9%. Posted about it over here. The first post, I think prices are over here, and it's already up 20% since that first post. Labu, we were talking about it as well on Monday, had a pending buy signal, and since then, pending buy signal, there's a buy signal. It's up 4.75%. But if you notice, it's the SB Biotech Bull 3X ETF. So it's already got leverage in it. So it's a wild animal, and it is aggressive, and it is high risk, high reward. So don't risk anything unless you have a strategy. Don't risk anything unless you know what you're doing, and don't just follow people blindly, right? So that was the initial breakout over here. Candle close above. Been battling. Could see some retracement targets. You can see the eyeball test probably hit target 1, probably target 2. I don't know. Probably target 3, probably target 4, right? So at the very least, breaking out over here, consolidating, maybe hit some more targets like this. And then we don't know if it goes up higher after that. But also the weekly chart has a pending buy signal, has a pending MACD bullish crossover. So looking better and better over there. Green trending dots on the monthly chart. 2-week chart, not yet. But it's been a very, very long time. 200-week moving average all the way up there. We don't know how much of a retracement we're going to get, but it's been going through this bottoming phase since May 2022. So are we going to get a bounce? We don't know. Just putting it out there. Daily chart had a buy signal on a breakout, and we'll see if it breaks through all these hits some of these targets to the upside. And if it does, breaks through the resistance. But again, it takes time for the ship to get turned around. On the 2-week chart and the monthly chart, still got time. What else? Let's take a look at some of these near versus Bitcoin. I always like looking at these for dominance. 38 minutes. All right, there we go. Stockpile, you got it. Stockpile. And can we check out RNDR? You got it. All right, so let's keep going. Near versus BTC. It was getting oversold. Is this going to be a higher low? Possibly. It could be a higher low. We already had the downward trend line. Sand versus BTC. Again, there was bullish divergence, oversold on Sand versus BTC. Possible higher low after bullish divergence. Woo, come on. Bullish divergence, oversold, possible higher low on Mana versus BTC. Sol had that buy signal back over here. Doge, Cardano. Is Cardano starting to make a move over here? Let's see. Let's take that off. Let's kind of move this out like that. Let's see. Yeah, like that. And then you get this longer term downward trend line like that. Could be breaking out. This was the single arrow. This was the double arrow, right? Here we are in the double arrow. So you got another buy signal back above the trending dots. Everything's kind of trending that way. Let's see. Had the bullish divergence go all the way over here, right? Possible higher low. That last buy signal over here on Cardano versus Bitcoin, and now could be breaking out of this downward trend line as we speak. Possible double arrow. Doesn't mean it couldn't come back down again and then take off to the upside after that. So we'll see. DOT versus BTC already broke out, bullish divergence, breaking out way back here. And then, of course, still above the trending dots over there on dot, trending dots on dot. There we go. Rarible, pending buy signal on Rarible. Could probably redraw this out like this to be a little bit more conservative, I guess. Probably bullish divergence. Yep. Even the indicator is picking it up. Bullish divergence over there. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty good on these altcoins too. So we'll see. We'll see. Sol versus ETC. ETC. ETH. What else? What else? What else? What else? AVAX versus Bitcoin. Let's go to RNDR, and then we'll come back to some of these. Hold on. Let's just hold on. We'll do RNDR, but you can see that starting to catch a bounce on a lot of these Bitcoin ETFs at the gap fills. So maybe it just needed to fill that one gap for the ETFs to start flip around. So far, so good. Many of them were already filled. You can see that. Look at that. They all got filled, right? They all got filled. Hit 3 of the 4 targets to the downside, filled that gap. Trending dots are lined up with the downward trend line, all of that stuff. So we'll see. All of those gaps got filled. Good to see that the gaps are still working all these years later. I love gap fills. That was my first target love, right? My first love of targets was the gap fills. Oh, I loved them. That was like one of my main breakthroughs, I thought. I was still doing mortgages and real estate, but one of my breakthroughs was, man, the gaps get filled. Not all the time, but they sure do love filling gaps when I was doing options trading. So there we go. What else? What else? What else? Anything else jumping out? SoFi, not yet. Square, not yet. NDX, let's see. Gold. Oh, that's silver. Gold, right? Rivian, still ultra bullish, still hit 3 out of 4 targets to the upside. We'll see if it hits the 4th target. Got a gap up here, have gap down here. What else? What else? What else? Oh, Lemonade. Lemonade breaking out this longer term downward trend line again, right? It was oversold, reverse the candle, buy signal back on Friday, follow through after that. So Lemonade starting to look pretty good. Pending buy signal on Lemonade again on the weekly chart, looking pretty good. 2-week chart, pending buy signal on the weekly chart again on Lemonade, looking pretty good in my opinion. No buy signal on the monthly chart yet, but the ship is starting to get turned around. We got longer term targets up here. I'm pointing out that it's established a 200-week moving average now, looking like the ship has been getting turned around. Let's go over into RNDR, and then I think we're going to call it after that. So RNDR, Binance up 2.5%. Let's see, daily chart. Yeah, still waiting on RND. Well, I'm not, but that's RNDR. Kind of map this out over here. Double arrow back above there, right? Probably put in even more aggressive downward trend line like that. That'd be a more aggressive. Let's steal one of the arrows over here. Maybe double arrow over here like that. There we go. There we go. Is the low in? Possibly. Bullish divergence. Let's see, where is that? All the way back on June 11th. So you got bullish divergence. Let's put that on there. June 11th. All that bullish divergence, right? So bullish divergence looks very similar to all the other altcoins that we talked about and covered. You got bullish divergence is the bottom in. Possibly too early to call it. Very, very aggressive downward trend line over here. Less aggressive over here. So you could definitely see, if it does get above, battle, and then maybe takes off to the upside, hitting targets along the way, right? There you go. That's about it. Real time. All right, Matthew, one more. Lucid. You got it. Lucid. All right. Then we're going to call it after that. Getting a late request in, Matthew. Getting a late request in. That's all right. We didn't have very many. So there you go. You got it. You got it. And you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Lucid. I think we covered this for probably for you, if not maybe someone else. I had long-term bullish divergence based off the weekly chart, I believe, and then broke out of this downward trend line back here, put in a possible higher low, and now is bullish on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. See, we have a pending buy signal on loose. Yes, yes. Keep this a secret. We have a pending buy signal. So you got this long-term bullish divergence followed by a reversal candle, came all the way back down again, probably put in additional bullish divergence. It did. Additional bullish divergence, possible higher low. We have a green trending dot. We got the 200-week moving average being established up over here. Lucid is starting to become a grown-up asset, right? 200-week moving average of $15. Woo-wee. There you go. There you go. Woo-wee. That's Lucid. Pending buy signal on the weekly chart. Doesn't mean it couldn't continue to battle all the way up, right? Could take some time, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Daily chart is bullish. Weekly chart has a pending buy signal. 2-week chart could have a close back above the trending dots. The monthly chart has some work to do, right? So it's still early right now. Could be battling for weeks, if not months on end, trying to get this ship turned around. Could take time for it to play out. However it does, right? However it plays out over here, you can see you got kind of like how the ship turns around, right? If the ship is going to get turned around, it's typically like that, right? It just takes time for it to get turned around. If it's just a dead cat bounce, it could just pump up and then come back down, right? So if it's a dead cat bounce, so we don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball. We're just showing you what we see on the chart, whether it's correct or not. Obviously, it's not like that. But with that, I think we're going to call it. We're going to get back to a little bit of family time. I got a lot of charts to do. Got to check in on the newborn. Got to check in on the wifey. Got to post some charts in the Discord. Got a lot of things on the plate. Got to check some things behind the scenes. So we're going to get going from there. But with that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. And we will see you most likely tomorrow on the next one. Just couldn't do it yesterday, but most likely tomorrow we will see you. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Adios.